Now, this is the second movie in dump valve operation for high pressure misting systems. We're on page 2. We had a previous movie. You can see that we're number 2. And the difference between this dump valve and the first one that we did is that it actually goes up in the air above the misting nozzles and then comes back down and goes to drain. If we take a look at page 1, you can see that we just went to drain here. So we'll go back to page 2. And one of the things that's happening here is that we've got this dump drain valve going up above the nozzles, turning around, and it's an inverted trap, and then it's open at this particular point right here. Right there is the line ends there. And the line ends, as you can see, above the nozzles. And then it goes into an open drain tube, and that's what we have here. And the water trickles down and goes into drain. Now the reason this is open here is so we don't get a siphoning effect. Right here. That the water actually, when it dumps, comes up this high, dumps, and then this is the last point that it can dump from. So the water actually sits at that level. And that level is right here or right here on this pipe. As the water will come up, it'll drip to here. It's open, and the level won't go any lower than right there on that particular pipe. And that happens to be higher than this pipe, the nozzle pipe, so none of it will drain. If you happen to take this, say this line, and you made this down to about this point, it would drain around and drain down into the drain, and it would be equal to this point. So that means all this water in this line up to this point right across like this would drain. So that's the inverted trap method, I'll call it. I think there's a better name for it than that to hold all the water in these lines, so that when we do start the pump back up, all these lines are full of water, and when the pump starts, you get mist right away. So that's the idea behind that. That should do it for now. Hopefully that explains that. It wasn't the best, but I think you'll get the idea.